we're going to tell you our ranking or our top 10 best NBA players in the league right now. So I think that it's probably easier for us because we're kind of going to go off the head, off the dome with this. I think it's probably easier for us to go from 1 to 10 instead of 10 to 1. I think it's easier to do
top
it
to
that
bottom,
way.
sure.
Top to bottom instead of bottom to top, like we probably would usually. So, all right. So number one for me, the number one best player in the NBA right now, I'll go Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, I agree. He's doing ridiculous things right now. He's averaging another triple-double. He leads the league in assists and rebounds, I think. While putting up he's like top 5 in scoring too. It's crazy. He's efficient.
Yeah, his 3-point shooting has gotten even better. He's one of the most efficient big men that we've ever seen, and he can stretch the floor all 30 feet. And we've never seen that from any big who shoots at this high of an efficiency.
I mean, all 90 feet, because my man could pass too. He'd be in the inbound launching it down court. So you gotta keep an eye on him literally the whole court.
Yeah, it's true. He could bring it down. He could play point guard. He could play center. Man, he's so versatile. I think that the only weakness to his game is he's not an elite defender. He's not even a great defender to me. He could be good at times, but most of the time he's kind of just average. So I think that's the only thing that kind of is the setback, and why I don't think that if you questioned 100 NBA fans, that all 100 would say that Nikola Jokic is the number one player. But between us two, I think that we respect his all-time greatness on offense enough to say that he is the best player in the NBA right now.
Yeah, for sure. He just does too much good that overshadows the bad.
All right, number 2 best players in the NBA right now. I got to go with the reigning NBA champion, reigning MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, you can't argue that. He's looking like he might double up on those MVPs. Even though, it's really going to come down to him and Jokic, in my opinion. So we'll see.
All right, then we go to number 3. Number 3, this is tough. This is when it gets tougher. I think that 1 and 2, I think there shouldn't be much debate. You could debate who you put 1 or 2 between Shai and Jokic. But I think after 2, I think it becomes more debate of what you value more. And as far as the start of the season and his legacy, 2-time MVP, I'm going to give it to Giannis Antetokounmpo, NBA champion as well. But I think when it comes to what the reward is, most valuable player, Jokic has had an amazing start, leading the league in rebounds and assists. Shai is looking like right on cue, right on pace with what he did last season, maybe even better efficiency. Luka Doncic has had an amazing start of the season, going to have a crazy scoring title and going to lead the Lakers as a high seed in the Western Conference. And Wemby has entered the best player in the world conversation. And there's been plenty of other players who's had great starts to the season, Steph Curry, among others. But Giannis Antetokounmpo is the most valuable player to his team right now. So he's number 3 for me.
I can't agree. I like the Greek freak. Although I do agree he is the most valuable player on his team, I feel like Luka in that 3rd spot, he's been playing a little better. Yeah, I think Giannis might be a little hurt right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he is, which is the worst news ever for the Bucks. The Bucks are going to fall very far as long as Giannis is going to be out. But I got to pay respect for his start to the season. So that's why I'm giving him the 3rd spot.
Well, because he's doing so good, I'd give him the 4th spot. Since we Luka, I'm assuming you're going to give Luka the 4th spot.
Well, yeah. Luka is coming in 4th, of course. I can make the argument as well that Luka is 3rd, but defensively, offensively, I think that Luka is better than Giannis offensively, but Giannis is far better than Luka defensively. But Luka has taken a step forward on defense. He's averaging 2 steals per game. He's faster on his feet. He's got key moves. He can get into the passing lanes a lot more. He can stay in front of the offensive player a lot better with his new physique. And just offensively, he looks like the best offensive player in the NBA. He is, I think he's shooting like 60% on 2-pointers. Like, he's basically unstoppable if he gets inside the arc. He needs to get his 3-point shot a little bit better. That's why I was like, the 3-point shot could get better. I need to see more of him on the defensive end, the way he started the season. And then I will say he's number 3 for sure. I'll give Giannis the respect just because, he may be out for a while and the Bucks are going to fall. So we probably won't get a chance to praise him that much. But I'll give Luka a very close 4.
Yeah. I mean, he's amazing. He's gotten in shape. He impacts and takes over a game differently than Giannis. I think it's a little bit more like versatile because he could dominate with the ball in his hands without the ball in his hands. Giannis is very ball dominant. He can just play his bully ball. And if he hits the occasional jump shot, outside the arc, then it's like, which is good. Then he's due for a 50-point game. But Luka, I just feel like Luka spreads the floor a little bit more, impacts the game a little bit differently. Maybe not as much on the defensive end as Giannis, but just based on records and everything going on right now, that's why I went with Luka 3 and Giannis 4.
All right, so you're going at number 5.
Number 5 gets tough.
Yeah, I think like I said about 1 and 2, it's the same with like 1 through 4. Those are the 4 best players in the NBA. It just depends on how you rank them.
I mean, I'm inclined to go Wemby because just how the previous 2 guys, how much he impacts the game in different ways. Shoots, scores on the inside, plays defense, great rim protector. Probably going to win Defensive Player of the Year, averaging almost 4 blocks a game. So it's like he's I feel like people would challenge that, like, oh, he's only been in the league for this long, blah, blah, blah. He can't be a top 5 player. But I'm ready to call him a top 5 player in the league.
Same. Victor Wembanyama is a unicorn. We have never seen anything like this. As tall as he is, as fast as he is, how skilled he is, his feet work, his dribble, the way that he rebounds, the way that he blocks. Defensively, he gets into the lane. He can give you a secondary defender, first defender. He can defend all 5 positions. We never seen anything like this on the offensive end. On the defensive end, Victor Wembanyama, yeah, he's definitely number 5 for me. Number 6, though, is probably if he continues on the stretch that he's been having, especially against the Spurs, he will have his top 5 spot back. But Steph Curry is number 6 for me.
Yeah, I agree. He's just been going crazy. I mean, it's a wonder. Steph is 37, 36, 37 years old.
Yeah,
he still moves around like a young cat.
We've never seen a generation like this 2010 icons of the big 3 of the 2010s of KD, LeBron, and Steph. We've never seen players from that generation like the Kobe, Duncan, Shaq, or Jordan, Bird, Magic, or Jordan, Hakeem, whoever you want to put at 3rd for the 90s, Sir Charles or Patrick Ewing, whatever. But all of these players, like by the time they're 36, 35 even, Kobe gets injured at 34. Like Duncan was still winning championships by 37, but he was like a role player at that point. He's the second best, third best player at that point. But we've never seen guys at 36, 37 years old putting up the numbers Steph has done, what LeBron has done in his late 30s, do what KD's currently doing for the Rockets. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's a testament to those guys' like work ethic, keeping their bodies right and keeping their mentals right and just constantly taking care of themselves and putting their best foot forward. Guys have injuries and stuff like that, but they bounce back and they come back almost better than what they used to be. So Steph is just one of those guys. And who would have thought when Steph got drafted and in those first 3 years, his ankles were folding like loose leaf paper every other game. And we thought, oh man, this kid's career is going to be over before it even starts. Who would have thought we'd seen him 17, 18 years later playing?
Exactly. Very true. Number 7, who you going with?
Speaking of Rockets, you got to put KD in there. Gotta put KD.
Yeah,
He's looking great
that's
with the
mine.
Rockets.
That's mine as well.
They're looking good. They're looking good. They're still trying to figure it out a little bit, but I think they're going to get better progressively as the season goes on. And he's only going to get better. He's still figuring out how to play with these young cats, but so far so good for KD.
Is Sengun and KD a top 5, top 10 duo in the NBA right now?
If Sengun keeps fucking playing the way he is, you could argue top 5 because that man he's almost like Jokic in the way where he could just score from different parts of the floor. He's gonna out rebound you without much athleticism. He's a little more athletic than Jokic, but like without like super athleticism, he's just like good at positioning. He knows how to use his strength, but his playmaking is really underrated. He could put the ball on the floor. He could pass. Like the sky's the limit for that kid. Was he 24? Like he's a beast. So playing with a guy like KD is gonna help.
Absolutely. So who you got at number 8?
I'm going to say, even though he just came back, you got to put LeBron somewhere in the top 10. He's still a top 10 player. He still impacts the game multiple ways. I don't care if he's 40 or 50. He's good. He's still fucking good. So I'm putting LeBron in 8.
That's fair. That is fair. I will give LeBron the love. So LeBron has not completely dropped out my top 10, but I don't have him at number 8. I got at number 8 Anthony Edwards. I think Anthony Edwards, he's probably the best young American player that's in the NBA right now. And he's still putting up great numbers this season. He's averaging 26.5 points per game, 4 rebounds, 3.5 assists. He's got to get, his shot a little bit better. He's soon only like 46.5% from the field and 37% from 3, though. That's pretty much on above league average. But I think that Anthony Edwards, he's got that kind of personality that transcends. Like I entered him into Club Superstar during last playoffs, the way that he played and getting rid of the Lakers the way that he done and getting rid of all these legends the way he has the last couple of years, whether it's LeBron, whether it's Steph Curry, whether it's KD. He's just gotten rid of all the faces of the last 10 years of the NBA, and I got to show him respect and give him that. I'll give him number 8 on the list.
I love Anthony Edwards, and I want to make him a top 5 player, but he's basically number 9 for me because as much as I love him, he's on the Timberwolves, and they just can never figure it out, no matter how much talent they have, and it bothers me. And I think it affects him, honestly. I think you get him out of Minnesota and you put him on another team where he could be the face. I don't know. I feel like you put him in Miami. I feel like you fucking trade Hero, you package Hero on like some picks and a couple other dudes and put him in Miami. Miami automatically becomes a contender with him and Bam. Like, and just that coaching, you know what I mean? Maybe it's just the coaching change that he needs. He needs a better system, but he's a top 5 guy that's not top 5, unfortunately, yet for me.
Yeah, I think in a couple of years, I think when these guys, the older guard, leave, he's definitely going to be in that top 5 discussion. With he'll be at like number 6 if 1B is healthy. But I got him at number 8. Number 9, though, I do have LeBron James. Who you got at number 9?
Oh, I got Anthony Edwards.
All right, and to complete the top 10, who you got at 10?
Come on, man. You know I can't say anything but Jalen Jesus Christ Brunson. Top 10 NBA. Sticking by it. I'm not even providing any evidence. I'm going purely on emotion and Knicks fan logic. I'm sure there's 3 other guys better than him, but I'm fucking putting Jalen Brunson in that 10th spot.
You know what? There aren't none. No, you're actually not being biased. You're actually being honest. It is probably Jalen Brunson that deserves a top 10 recognition for everything that he's done over the last couple of years, for being the leader of the New York Knicks. But I'm sorry, y'all are 9-6. I'm going with Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham
that's good.
On offense and defense, he has looked like a top 10 player to start off this season. So you know what? Maybe I'm recency bias, be damned. I don't care. Cade Cunningham is going to be a top 10 player for pretty much the rest of his career. So I'm just going to be ahead of the guard, and I'm going to do it early.
It's not, I mean, there's no argument there. I gotta put my man in there. If it wasn't for my man JV, I would have put Cade for sure. I was even thinking about putting Cade number 9, but I'm happy with my top 10. I'm sticking by it. Cade's a good honorable mention.
Yeah, Brunson would be number 11. Probably the other honorable mention is probably Donovan Mitchell.
Oh yeah, for sure. Can't leave out Spider. It's hard. That top 10, that 10 spot's always interchangeable.
Yeah, it changes on the week, so we might have to do this again in like a month. We'll do it like every month. Who's the current
monthly check-in? Yeah,
current top 10.
our power
right,
rankings.